Thomas and Friends, Episode 14, Duncan Off the Railway. It was a fine day at the Blue Mountain Quarry. Duncan had just puffed in. "Hey there, Duncan," said Colin. "Hey, hello, Duncan," said Dennis. Paxton spoke up. "Skarloey, can I go get some oil?" "Surely, Paxton," said Skarloey, and Paxton rolled away. "Yeah, right," said Duncan. "These standard gauge engines these days are just a bit too lazy." "Well," said Skarloey, "I have to disagree. He's just going to get on oil, that's all." "Yeah, right," said Duncan. "That's lazy. He just wants to get away from these work." No he doesn't," said Skarloey. "In fact, Duncan, you're the laziest one here. You're lazier than Dennis." While the other engines call him a lazy engine. "Yeah, right," said Peter Salmon. "Said Duncan, as Rocky went back to work. "I'm gonna inspect Paxton if he's doing any work or not," he said as he puffed away. He looked at Paxton all day, but he was just working very, very hard. Soon the day's work was over and Duncan returned. "Well then, Paxton," said Skarloey, "you've done a great job," he said. "Thanks, Skarloey," said Paxton. "For you, Duncan," said Skarloey, "you've done a horrible job. I mean, you didn't even do a job. You were just hanging around Paxton. That's all what I've seen you do." Duncan realized his mistake. He had been so busy watching Paxton that he even hadn't done his work. "Sorry, Skarloey," he said. "Yeah, right," said Skarloey. "Maybe Sir Top-O-Mat will send you off the railway. Oh, I mean Mr. Percival would, since Sir Top-O-Mat doesn't have control over the narrow gauge engines much." "But I am controlled by him," said Paxton, as he puffed away. "Me too," said Dennis. "Me three," said Rocky. It was late that night in the work shed. Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle puffed in. "Hey there, Edward, can I rest in here?" "Surely," said Edward, "but I thought you should be at Farquhar Sheds right now." "Yeah, I was, but... well, Annie, Clarabelle, and I have been taking a midnight passenger train, and that made us a bit, you know." "Yeah, right. So we'll be resting here for tonight." Okay. But they soon heard something from a phone call. "What? Okay. Wait, what? Duncan gets replaced by the new engine? Oh, okay." "Oh dear," said the engines. They heard what had happened. The next morning, when the engines woke up, Thomas raced out of the shed instead of going back to Farquhar Station. On the mountain, Dennis was rescuing Paxton, who had just crashed on the side of the rails. Duncan had just puffed in when Thomas began to puff in as well. "Here, Thomas," said Skarloey, "what's the problem?" Panting, and he tried to catch his breath. "Duncan, get off the railway. Hurt by Sir Top-O-Mat on the phone. Said the old quarry. Couldn't believe what they just heard." Okay then," said Skarloey as he began to puff away. "I should get back to do my work," said Duncan. "I must impress Sir Top-O-Mat." "Well then, good luck on that," said Thomas. And Thomas puffed away as well. Soon Thomas had left the Blue Mountain Quarry. Duncan was working busy. However, things didn't go his way. First, he derailed at a sharp bend. Next, he was accidentally put up by but Colin's arm. Next, he put his cars in the wrong siding, which was the main line. Last but not least, Duncan crashed into Scarlet. He suddenly popped out of the tunnel, and he was so surprised that he banged into it, which banged up the rock at the construction site. Rock was so surprised that he spilled some rocks he was carrying on his hook. And it all spilled onto Duncan, which had a new coat of paint as well. Said Sir Handel, if that's the reason why Sir Topham wanted to send you away, I can't have it, said Duncan. He rolled away over the Tin Mist. Sir Topham was just in the line when Duncan rolled up. Sir, said Duncan. Okay, Duncan, said Sir Topham. I'll get to you. What's the big matters anyway? Sir, why aren't you trying to send me off? What? Said Sir Topham, inching closer. Why are you sending me off? I never said such a thing. Well, what about the phone call you did on the works to Thomas slept there that night? Oh, said Sir Topham. That was just, well, a joke. I mean, not a joke, but mostly, how do you say this, like, my misunderstanding? Oh, okay then, sir. So you're not sending me off? Surely. Besides, Duncan, I'm not able to send you away anyway. The Sun Controller has power over you. And Sir Topham rolled away, with Duncan finally relieved. Duncan was back at the Blue Mountain Quarry. Well, said the engines, that was a pretty good story at least. Yeah, said Duncan. And then you went a couple of brake cars. Now you can't get too strictly over me, Scarlet, said Duncan. But Duncan, said Scarlet, you do know that the Sun Controller can send you off the railway, right? Oh dear, said Duncan, and quickly went to work.